Hey everyone, welcome to YouTube Dev channel, and in this video we will continue coding our Vuejs chat application. Okay, so in this video we will be coding our sign up component, okay, with the help of Firebase Authentication service, and we will save our data into Firebase. Um, okay, so let's get started. Okay, so what do you have to do? First, you need to install the Firebase dependency into your project, okay, with the help of npm install Firebase command. Now simply run your project. Okay, now um, once you have like your project running, now simply go to your Firebase dashboard and create a web application, okay, a web app basically. Okay, and this will give us the Firebase SDK that we can integrate into our project. Okay, we simply need to add um, this piece of code, okay, to initialize the Firebase. Okay, so here you can see your app name, okay, the app ID and the code that we need. Okay, so simply copy this code and paste it. Make a folder, okay, folder services, and within that folder make a file firebase.js, and in that file just simply copy the code that we have copied. Okay, now let's go and code our sign up component. Okay, so what I will be doing is I will simply copy the JSX portion, okay, the presentational code, the template from my GitHub account, and we will code the logical part, okay, the Vuejs, I mean to say the authentication part. Okay, what you can do is you can simply pause the video, and you can just simply, like, if you are coding along with me, so you can simply pause the video and you can simply just copy this entire thing, okay, and then we can I mean to say then you can continue with the further coding. This is how we add the styles, okay, and if you have not checked out my previous videos, like in which I have shown all these things, and in which I have told about the Vuejs from basics, okay, I have also told about the setup, Vuejs setup from scratch, so you can just go and check this check that video. I will drop the link in the description box. Okay. Okay, so um, let's do this first. Okay, so it's what is this is basically a simple HTML. Okay, so JSX basically simple. The heading, it's basically a form. Okay, you can say it like the three input box for name, email, and password. Okay, so yeah, um, the input box, the href link, like to take us to login page, and simple button. Okay. Okay, yeah, you can see this is how our sign up component will look. Okay. Okay, now go ahead and import Firebase from our services folder. um, okay, so now let's decide now let's write the state for our component, the local data for the component. Okay, this is how we write it. Like within this data, we just simply return the object, okay, the state basically. um, okay, and what else? Yeah, one more thing, like to bind the state with your form input, we simply use the view model directive. Okay, so with the help of view model directive, basically we the binding is done. Okay, yeah, in Vue.js basically, and yes, view model creates a two-way data binding on a form input element or a component. Okay, so that's cool. um, And one more thing, guys, the view on click here means it's just a kind of event listener. Okay, so it's a listener that is listening to the click event. Okay, and what we have to do when we get the click event, we simply need to call this function that we have written signups. Okay, so let's see how functions are made in Vue. Okay, um, okay, let's make our sign up function. First, let's call Firebase authentication method, and guys, it will give us the Firebase authentication service, that is create user with email and passwords. Okay, so let's just code. Okay, it will take two parameters, one is email and another one is password. Okay, and it will give us a promise. Okay, so we will be handling it with the help of then and catch block. Okay, so we will get the response. Okay, and simply first we will see how our response looks. So simple console log the data. Okay, so let's have a look at the response. Okay, so first we need to like set up the routes. So just quickly set the routes. Okay, so now let's go to the sign up page. Yeah, cool. Okay, so our form is ready. Okay, so now let's just fill the form and let's see the response what we get from the Firebase. Okay, we are getting some errors like sign up is not defined on the instance but referenced during render. Okay, let's reload once. Okay, the error still persists. Let's see in the code. Okay, so actually guys, this is now not how the function we write function in Vuejs. Actually, first we need to write the methods object. Okay, like the methods, the object like syntax like colon, and within the braces we write whatever functions like comma separated we can write. Okay, n number of functions in here. So this is the actual way of writing functions in Vue. Okay, let's quickly save it and let's see the response. Okay, our error is gone. Mm, okay, let's press sign up. Okay, cool. We got a response. Okay, and our data will be in user object. Okay, so yeah, you can have a look. I guess it is visible. Yeah, email. Okay, we also have the refresh token, phone number, UID. Okay, so yeah, here you can see the entry that a user has been created. Okay, so that means I signed up with akash@gmail.com. Okay. Okay, so right now there will be no entry in the database because we have not because we have not written that code yet. So let's go ahead. Okay, so what I'm doing here is, like in Firebase Firestore and under the collection users, I'm simply adding the data, okay, that I want to add into our collection. Okay, so the name, ID, email, password, URL, and description. Okay, so the ID that I'll be storing is the UID, okay, that we are getting from the authentication. Okay, after the authentication, so the UID will be our ID in the database. Okay. Okay, so uh, now once we get the positive feedback from the database, okay, now we can simply store the data into our local storage. Okay, so why we done it now after the response from the database, so that our the local system and the database, okay, so the local data and the database, the data stored in the database should be in sync. Okay, so that's why. Okay, now once we get the positive response, now what we can do is we can simply mm, yeah, we can simply route to chat component. Okay, so the syntax is this dot dollar router dot push and the name of the component, I mean to say the path. Okay, so guys, to show the toast, what I am using is Vue.js toasted library. Okay, so let's just configure it. Okay, for this you simply need to run npm install vue toasted, and let's see the documentation. Toasted use. Okay, so simply go and run your command. Okay, npm install vue toasted, and then simply just copy this command and just paste it in your main.js file. Okay. Okay, so yeah, if we get any error, we will simply show the error toast. Okay, like this view.toasted.show and the whatever message that we want to show. Okay, so now simply repeat the process once again. Okay, yeah, do this because we have not yet set like the route setup for chat component, so that's why I have just commented that piece of code. Let's sign up and let's see if we get any toast. Okay, we are not getting any toast. Okay, so there has been no entry. Maybe there is some error. Let's. Yeah, we have got some error like password weak password. Okay, so that's why our user is not created. And um, okay, so for view.toasted.show we need to import view also. Okay, so just let's go ahead and import the view. Okay, so it is basically like after 1500 milliseconds, I guess. uh, okay, so it is for like the time after which we want that toast should go away. Okay, so I have, like type weak password. Okay, so we got password to weak. Okay, cool. Uh, we have got the entry in the authentication. Okay, but mm, okay, so guys, first let's go and set the routes for all the components that we are using. Why we are getting this error? We are getting the response. Our user is also getting saved. I mean to say created john@yahoo.com. But um, you know, mm, yeah, no entry in the database. Okay, so what you can do is we don't need this, the empty structure. It was just to tell you that how our database will look. Okay, so just go ahead and just delete this document. Okay, so the error is somewhere in the code. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Mm, okay, so yes, the error is here. Okay, in the users. Okay, the collection and under which we have written the user's name, it should be in double quotes. Yeah, cool. uh, this was the only error. Let's let's once again create. Okay, so let's once again go and create another user. Yeah, let's do it with the Vegeta. Okay. Okay, cool. So now we got a positive response from the database as well as from our authentication service, and we navigated to the chat component. Let's see our database. Yeah, cool. So we got an entry in our database, like the email, the ID. It is basically the UID. Okay, name and password. Okay, yeah. Veggie, this is the UID. Okay, that we are storing as an ID in our database. Cool. So guys, this is it for this video. I hope everything is clear to you all, and and if you have liked this video, then do give me a thumbs up, and do like and share my video, and do subscribe to my channel. Okay, and do comment if you want to suggest me something, and thank you. Stay tuned.